Super RC. Today I'm doing a review on the Tamiya tt-02 Ford zakspeed Turbo Capri Gr.5 wurth. Kind of a mouthful, but worth to say. This car has a lot of fine lines, crevices, and intricate details in the body, such as, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but each one of these little grooves has depth. Kind of cool. And it has a 3-piece body once you get it out of the expert build or the regular. The body comes in 3 pieces. Under the hood you find your standard tt-02 chassis with a lot of the standard touring car, entry-level touring car features, such as this. It's very hard urethane bumper. This plastic hole is very thick, definitely will stand impact. This is kind of targeted toward the beginner driver, so not more durable than it is made to perform. The tires are extremely hard compound and will not hook up with any grip, but do have inserts, which is kind of nice. Standard friction dampers, and that has a lot of flex and no dampening action whatsoever. The plastic uprights have plenty of rigidity for being plastic. The steering linkage has no adjustability whatsoever. Neither does the upper or lower arms. There is 2 shock mounting positions, front and up top, and I believe 2 shock mounting positions, bottom. There's also 2 mounting positions for toe angle, which is kind of cool, but I don't know, a lot of people that would buy this car really wouldn't experiment with that. Looking over here in the center, the drive shaft, it actually has this really annoying thing, and I have the tt-02 B2, and it has the same problem even with the aluminum drive shaft, is this drive shaft wobbles like this the whole time and it wears out the plastic on either end. Kind of annoying. It also affects gear mesh on the inside, which is a feature they could have put a lot more attention to. The servo saver works plenty well. It's actually a little tight. Yeah, I would say. And there's really no need for this foam piece down here. I don't know why they put it in there. And then moving on to the receiver. The receiver is a TRU-08 2.4 GHz system that has it's antennaless, so no antenna. It's 2-channel plus the battery port. And I specifically like the no antenna feature, but it does reduce range a whole lot. The servo is a TSU-03. It's kind of slow, but it gets the job done, and again, this car is not marketed towards a professional driver, and the kit would be marketed towards that, not the XP version. Now, moving on to the ESC TU-105PK. That's their new release in speed controls. Came out about 6 months ago, and it has a 60 amp current burst current, and I believe 45 amp continuous current. Moving on here, the motor is a 27 turn 540 Mabuchi brush motor, your standard silver can deal. I guess that's kind of standard in the RC, the entry level RC world. And then it has your on off power switch just below that. Then it has this weird intake vent on top of it that they say is supposed to keep dirt and debris out, but honestly, folks, that does not work. Then it has a 22 tooth pinion, and I believe it's 68 teeth on the spur. So a very, very, very low ratio for a on-road sedan, but standard again. Let's talk about the battery. The battery is released by 2 clips, and you can only have to take one out that release the battery. It is a nickel cadmium. It's 1,300 milliamp hours, 7.2 volt. It actually, don't be deceived by its very low rating. It lasts a lot longer than most batteries of this magnitude. I'd say the first run I ever had probably about 35 minutes of runtime, which is kind of amazing. I didn't expect that at all. You have your standard Molex connectors. Some people like to call them Tamiya connectors. Then you have another planetary differential in the rear, along with the same rigid uprights, but then you have these on the wing flexible body posts. And then no adjustability in the upper arms. There is 2 shock mounting positions here and here, and 2 shock mounting positions on the bottom, and then there's a rear bumper hold, which is basically just a piece of plastic. Moving to the bottom side of the chassis, it is curved this way and this way, and Tamiya says that's actually to have better roll characteristics in turns, and I definitely believe that. And I have this thing, for how much slop it has on the wheels, it actually handles pretty well at corners, really well. There's probably about, I'd say, 1.5 centimeters of stroke in the front, and 1.5 centimeters of stroke in the rear. And that's a little lot for a on-road sedan like this, but again, entry level. Another thing I forgot to talk about is the battery holster, which is actually kind of integrative. They have these grooves that run along this way, you see right here, and it starts and it ends right here. Those are supposed to, going over bumps, it pushes the battery down this way to balance weight, also for cornering characteristics, and that is also a very nice feature. I think the only metal that really is on this chassis is the screws, and then the gear holding shaft, the gear shafts on that, the drive shaft, the extensions. Another nice feature, the tires are very, the wheels, not tires, are very detailed. You can't see them on these specific rims, but there are disc brakes back there, and those are also the hex drives. And I'm not going to say without dumping all the dirt and debris out of the chassis. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but right there's a little disc right in there, and that is the hex drive. Standard. And they're all standard 4mm hexes. That's all. Oh, wait. I forgot to talk about that. Okay, take the car, and then there. Let's talk about the radio system. It is again, it's part of the TRU-08. It has its antennaless, which is really nice. It has your reversing, and then your throttle, and steering trim. There is no dual rates, but I love the feel of this transmitter in hand. And this is the only real transmitter that I like filming and driving with, because my thumb can actually reach that, and I can drive, so it's kind of fun. And it's a very small transmitter. And then last but not least, something that nobody really cares about, but I'm going to insert into the review anyway, is the charger that comes with it. It's just the NiCad charger, NiCad only. It has a continuous 360 milliamps of current, and it charges a 1,300 pack that it comes with it in 4 to 5 hours. You're looking at 6 hours in the first charge, but that's all for the review on the tt-02. Too much of a mouthful to say, and as always, thanks for watching Super RC. Subscribe, like, and even comment on my videos. Thanks, that's all folks, and bye.